Hey everyone, welcome back. It's great to be coming at you with this very, very special video today. So today we're going to be checking out the debut album from one of my favorites, and that is Ghostseeker from over in Australia. Now the title of this album is Divergence. We've got 10 tracks. Now there is a couple on here that I will already have seen the music videos for, which I think there's about, is it 3? Might be 3 tracks, I think, maybe 4. But obviously the rest of the album is going to be completely new to me. The band did send this to me in advance, and I've got the permission from them to be able to put this on here for you guys. So massive shout out to Ghostseeker for this. I'm just really stoked to be getting into this and to start putting out some album full reactions for you. So we're just going to dive right in and we're going to see what it's all about. Let's check it out. This is the full debut album of Ghostseeker, and this is Divergence. Here we go. Really glad they opened the album with it. So much power, man. So much power. Here it comes. Bring those sexual cleans that I love. Doesn't matter how many times I've heard this song, and it hits the same every time. I absolutely love it. Australia, man. Australia knows how to drop it. This bit, I absolutely love the build-up that this has here, and just the sheer power behind it. It's just sick, man. I love it. And the fact that they use their accents as well. A lot of people will do it American, but they keep their accents.
Looking back on a time that's frozen still. Living, breaking by guilt. And now I'd just like to feel. I just like to feel like me. Oh. I just like to feel like me.
Yes. There we go. The Looking Glass. Now, I've not heard this one, so this is completely new to me. Man, this has got hit written all over it for a start.
This you will see, unless you wish to wonder.
What a hook. I don't know what it is with this band, like, they just always know how to write a chorus. For me, it's just perfect every time. Oh yeah, come on. Oh. Come on. Are we getting a dirty drop? What they're gonna do. Oh. All of these lyrics as well. This is great. Wake up, imposter. Come on.
Wake up! Every day is the same. Wake up! Can't stop feeling this way. Wake up! Just another day. Feeling from within that I'm waking in the roasting. Let the soul grip
I love the driving bass.
My time.
Great.
When will I just wake up?
I don't know what it is with this band, no matter how many times you've heard the song, it still just kicks your ass every time. Bring it back, come on.
Everything will be just fine. Unwind your mind. You're fighting, just trying, because you're fighting for your life.
There's a reason why this band has been on such a trajectory since they came out, because they're just fucking amazing.
From disguise, deceivers never shine bright. Purify your light to burn again. Tear our skin, find love within. Tell lies, holiness disguised to bleed again. Tell lies, from disguise, deceivers never shine bright. Purify your light to burn again. Tear our skin, find love within. Tell lies, holiness disguised to bleed again.
Excellent. I don't even know if I can pronounce this song. Metempsychosis, I think. Yes, mate! Oh. Absolutely beautiful. There's a bit of me, there's. Tell you what, it's been all killer so far. Come on. Yeah. Oh, it just leads into it so perfectly. I think the thing is with this band, you can just feel the emotion so much through every single lyric they put out. Give from the gods, man. Give from the gods. Oh. This is leading into a breakdown, surely. Yes. Oh. God. You think they brought all of the beautiful vocal lines they have, and then they bring more? Yes. Curse till the end.
Blast this wasteland!
Oh yeah, come on. Oh, that is deep.
Hypocrisy for us to see. To find them all, they won't be free.
Having my mind blown right now.
Hypocrisy for us to see. To find them all, they won't be free. Just be nothing to me, but much less cruelly. Moderate, struck down by rule. These fires burn when ashes burn. Free, knowing life will be the truth.
Are we mourning the heartless, always chased by the darkness? Keep calling, are we cursed till the end? Should we forget the departed? So blessed are the
Oh my god, man. It's so good.
are we cursed till the end?
Yeah. Oh, this is so dirty.
Blast this wasteland.
Prayers to fall on deaf ears.
I absolutely love this section. It's just something about the like an overdrive on it or something. It sounds amazing.
Came so close, will we just fade away? In my mind, always someone else to blame. Came so close to take away the pain. In my mind, was this for nothing?
Oh. Oh, beautiful.
But much less cruelty. Moderate, struck down by rule. These
It's got such a beautiful vocal to absolute filth. That's what I like.
knowing life will be the truth.
Always chased by the darkness. Keep calling, are we cursed till the end? Should we forget the departed? So blessed are the martyrs. They're calling, are we cursed till the end?
Man, I felt that on so many levels. Absolutely amazing. I believe this was the last one that I checked out from them on the channel. Oh, yes.
Yes. Like a drug in the rain. Spent too long in darkness. I get hooked by the rain. Some won't fall apart. Who knows who we are? Some won't fall apart. Will I be found again? Is that we bloom and dark and go and decay? Is that the light can never show me
obviously I know this very well. I've played it to death.
Make me filthy, make me sick, make me cry in pain. You know I'm loving it.
So long, fall apart.
What's new again in my head?
So long, fall apart.
Your voice I'm captivated.
I think this is probably one of the best hits the band has ever done. I think, for now.
Is that the light can never show me the way?
Don't make me do this. I wanted to hide. I tear it in pieces. It brought me to us. If I fall enough, would it make it up? Did I burn it all again to abandon us? Round and round we play these games. It sounds like everything is deja vu. What have we found out? Don't make me do this. I wanted to hide. I tear it in pieces. It brought me to us. If I fall enough, would it make it up?
Yeah, again, so powerful and so emotional at the same time. Yeah.
You are all I ever wanted. In my dreams, I know you. Make me filthy, make me sick, make me cry in pain. You know I'm loving it.
Yes. Not had this one yet either. This is another new one.
Eternal dream to make believe, enamored by the misery lately. Hoped and hope deceiving me. Will we drown like all our saviors? Through the evergreen.
Watch out, take my hand, put your trust in me.
From serenity,
Let me be the light that leads.
will you fade with me? Sound asleep leaves no meaning. Souls weak. Has light lost me again? Will you fade into fate with me? Sound asleep, always bleeding. Souls weak. Has light lost me again?
Oh, that's nice.
Temporary
Mixing on this is incredible.
Consumed by what was plaguing me. Hopeless souls to burn away. Did we drown out all our saviors? Through the evergreen.
Watch out, take my hand, put your trust in me.
From serenity.
Got the beauty of the keys. Celeste. And then real vocals, man. I love it.
Sound asleep leaves no meaning. Souls weak. Has light lost me again? Will you fade into fate with me? Sound asleep, always bleeding. Souls weak. Has light lost me again?
Turn around the night, take it to your own life. Leave it all behind, searching for that new life. Sometimes
anything this band can't do. I've got a feeling this is going to be very chill, just from how this has started. Well, let's see.
Something I've never seen. Couldn't stop the takeover. Let's show it again. This will be forever.
This is very different to that.
Even though I don't know what to think, just told to follow blind into this forever.
I'll be all that you desire, I'll be everything you need, just don't. I plead, I'll be all that you desire, I'll be everything.
Memory, black and dreams, false light. You sold me some secrets, suffocate. Give back the life you owe me. I dance and will tell you need it in me. Memory, dead to me. Your secrets, 'cause slowly lost in this fantasy. Promises die with your dreams. Lost in the make-believe is all dead.
It's such a fight, stepping out on your own into the unknown. Losing grip on everything you used to call home. These days it's so hard to feel you're not alone. With a burden on your back, you feel you're gonna do this fight. It's all give back, lay down, fit into what
God.
they call living, or it's a life to be given.
Damn, dude. Oh, yeah. Absolutely blown away.
This fight, it's all give back, lay down, fit into what they call living, or it's a life to be given.
Damn. All of these samples or keys or whatever it is that the band have used on this album is just absolutely amazing.
It was a thought, but they caught me now. Now I'm the one on this plane. All I judge my crime. Bound by our beliefs.
We'll see the end.
Cursed down, never seen.
Like a hope never left.
Trapped here aimlessly.
We'll start again.
Bound by our beliefs.
Like a hope never left. By lies they feed us false hope.
Drums absolutely solid. Absolutely love rhythms like this.
Lost needs was forgotten when the brains are rotten. Everything's in bed. To feel some control.
This line, man, just love it so much. Ooh, absolute dirt, mate. Love that sound. Vocals on this is just absolutely insane. Wow. Well, that was an absolute trip getting to experience that for the first time today. So that was Ghostseeker with the brand new album for Divergence. I'm absolutely blown away at how amazing this is. But even when you go aside from just the actual music and lyrics, when you actually look at all the artwork, I will put a bunch up on screen, a bunch of things that the band did send me. They've got the whole branding with this absolutely down to a T. I think it's absolutely fantastic, and it carries from the music into the artwork. So I do believe there is very big futuristic concept with this album. Now that's what I got from it personally from my first listen through it. But even as I mean, it sounds daft to call myself a seasoned Ghostseeker fan, but like I've been a fan of this band since day one, so I do know them very well, and I know all the different sort of elements which they do. But there were quite a few surprises on this album. Now the one thing I will say, for starters, which has really quite surprised me, the actual songs on the album, which are my favourites, actually weren't all of the singles that I've already heard. Now, this could purely be because obviously it's the first time I've heard them, so maybe they had a bit more of an impact. And it's not to say that the other ones that we've already had singles for haven't had an impact, because I did absolutely love them. But I think just as a whole, the standout songs on this album for me were The Looking Glass, Glowing Decay, Cursed Till the End, Dissension, and Prototype. Now, the Glow in Decay one does feature Ione Heckenberg, and he was absolutely brilliant with his vocal piece on this. I'm not sure if he features anywhere else on the album. There was one song where I wasn't sure if the vocal was Dan. I don't think it was, but we'll go into that. But as a whole, honestly, I was absolutely blown away, as I'm sure you saw from watching the album. Unfortunately, there was one point where the camera died, so I did have to I had to sort of restart the track that I was doing. I'm sure you'll have spotted it because my headphones suddenly ended up out here. But I just noticed that after when I'd finished, so we had to go back and I had to record I think it was like literally like the last minute of the last song again. So that's why we had to do that. So I'm going to give you a little rundown of this. So Internment, I thought, was an absolutely brilliant opener, massive futuristic sound, and it had all of the additional elements that the band does use quite frequently, but they never do it the same. There's always a different way. It always sounds a little bit different. But the power on the build up on that was the one thing that always stood out to me. And I've always loved how with this band, their accents shine through. There's a lot of bands these days where they'll have grown up listening to American bands, so they'll always end up sounding American when they sing, which is usually the way with a lot of British singers. Although I do think in the current scene we have now, people are more likely to use their accent, which I do really like. Really nasty breakdown as well in Internment, as there are with a lot of Ghostseeker songs. But I did feel that Celeste and Daniel both did shine vocally here. They usually do, to be honest with you. They know what the song deserves, they know what it needs, and they put it into it. And I don't ever feel like they add something in. You know, like you might get someone who's amazing on guitarist, and because they can do a super widdly biddly bit, they'll just do it. I don't feel like they ever do that. I feel they give the songs exactly what they need. Then as we went into the second track, The Looking Glass, now this just sounded like a complete hit from the get-go. I absolutely loved it. We had samples underneath, and it did give everything that futuristic sound. And the chorus was it was a really short vocal line from Celeste, but I thought it worked really well. As you can tell, I have made notes, and I'm just going off the notes that I made after I'd had a listen, because there's no way I'd be able to remember everything. Now, then we went to the third track, which was Wake Up Imposter, and I've put down for this is just ultimate dirt with the riffs and Dan's vocals. Now, Celeste's parts in this were super different, but the video really does add to this particular one, because she's very theatrical in the actual music video. We did do a full, I have done a full reaction to that, so if you do want to go and check that out, just hunt it out on the channel. It'll be there, or I'll post a link somewhere. But I do feel that song is composed amazingly, because the cinematic samples that they do have underneath, it does bring you what can only be described as another dimension. You don't know, you just hear it, and it sort of transcends you somewhere else and you just forget about everything. I absolutely love it. Now, I really struggle to describe this next song, certainly to pronounce it. So I'm going to try. So metempsychosis. Now, I was reading up on this. Now, this is also known as the transmigration of the soul or reincarnation. And it's the belief that the soul or spirit can be reborn into another body after death. So that sort of fits in with all of this. Maybe this is why the album has a futuristic sound, because you're sort of transcending from one being to another. Maybe that's where this particular meaning comes from. I'm sure the band I'll be happy for them to like fully explain what it's like. But you know, as a listener, we just go into it with our just general thoughts from first listen, first looking into what lyrics we do here, because I didn't get any additional lyrics from the band, so it's literally what I could pick out myself. Now, with that track, I did feel like it was pure gentcore with that opening riff. That was proper nasty. But then when Celeste comes in, always brings in the feels, always does whenever she comes in. And songs like this really do, I do feel like they make you forget all of your problems and you're just completely focused in that moment on just yourself and just enjoying that song and just taking it all in. And I thought it was absolutely brilliant. Now, there was a line in it that I really, really loved. I remember that I heard a line say something about dead memories, but then after that, it said, "Drown me deep with all the lies you've buried." And I think that line comes in quite a few times. I absolutely loved that. Yeah, again, we had a huge breakdown, and then it went back into those sublime cleans. You know that I love them cleans. I do love them. Okay, still the end. That had some really excessive bass underneath it, and I believe it was in the verses, but it fits so perfectly well. We even had some strings in this. Now, this is actually I'd say one of my favorites. Not my most favorite, but definitely one of my favorites there. And I just felt this song on so many levels. It really grabbed me and got me deep in my feels with it. And you guys know that I do love to get in my feels. Now, Glowing Decay, this is the last one that I featured from them. And it's just an all-around solid Ghostseeker song, to be perfectly honest. I would say this has like their signature sound. And Dan has some of his crazy vocal moments in. The crazy vocal moments that I mean by that is sometimes you'll get a line and he'll do it really fast, like it would do like a almost Jonathan Davis like, but not. It's, you know, if you know what I mean. Probably don't really make any sense, but I'm just sort of trying to explain as best as I can from my first listen from it. So then we went on to track 7, which was Dissension. Now that was a really different one. Keys again with this really solidified the futuristic sound, which carries through the entire album as it progresses. Beautiful vocal skills from Celeste. They were just absolutely amazing. Now, she did have a more even vocal tone on this, and I don't mean monotone. It was a more lower tone than when she normally goes to the higher parts. And I think we might have got one part that went higher in there, but I really liked how it did that. It gave it that much more sort of chill vibe, and yeah, again, she's just given the track exactly what it needs, and it's all just been absolutely perfect, to be honest with you. Then we went into a Reverie in Atonement. Now, I wasn't sure on this one because when the vocals start, I don't think that's Dan. So if that's not Dan, I'm not sure which band member it was that did that. So if the guys could let me know, that'd be really, really good. That would be really good. Now, that did have a much more chill vibe, but it still had the heavy groove. Basically, if you're a core fan, it was like a chilled core song. I don't really know how else to explain it, but we did go into some tasty breakdowns. Daniel absolutely slayed it with his vocals, as always. And I have noticed across the band as well, the band have used some whispering in certain parts. It's more in the quieter parts, but if you listen really, really carefully, you will hear it. And I love that they did that. It's, you know, when you've got a lot going on in a song, it's not, things like that can't always come through, but I did notice that, and I really, really liked it. Now, when we went into Beta War, this was absolutely sick. I really liked this one. proper deep opening, like with the tone of it, and it did have a slight trance nature with the samples with it. There were some blast beats being used right at the start, and then it sort of like it graduated into the breakdown, and it's another one you just get lost in because the sound is just so good. Now, it is beautiful, but it gives you ears a total punishing as well because it was just so filthy, and it just pulls you straight in as that goes all the way through. And then you think, oh, right, we're going to go into the next song, but it's just like bang, Prototype hits. Prototype was actually my most favorite song from the whole album. I absolutely love it. Now, Celeste almost sounded robotic at the start, which I really liked, obviously given the name Prototype. So that's obviously been done completely on purpose. I love how the band have done this. Now, Dan does actually have one of my favorite vocal sections from the whole song because he doesn't quite sing, but he doesn't quite scream. It's somewhere in the middle. And because he's going higher than I think what he normally does, it really uplifts you. And I really, really like that. And there was a one note sample in this as well. Like I think it happened 2 or 3 times in it. It was just before the end and then a slight section earlier on. And I don't know what it was, but it just really sort of helps the song calm down. And I felt like when I heard it, it was like a sound from like a spaceship or certainly something out of this world. And see, it's the little attention to detail like that which really makes a whole big bit of difference. And this is what I mean when I talk a lot about, you know, the attention to detail and bands putting additional things in to, you know, help the listener experience. You get a lot of bands these days that they can be stuck in that sort of old school mindset of, well, if we're not playing it live, then we shouldn't be doing it. And I don't agree with that at all. You know, whether Ghostseeker do put these additional elements in and they have it pre-recorded so it gets played along with them, or whether they do it themselves, like, you know, actual live on stage, doesn't make a difference to me as long as it makes the experience for either seeing them live or, you know, when you're just hearing the studio version, as long as that benefits the song in a way, I don't see any problem with that whatsoever. But I'd like to congratulate Ghostseeker on an absolute beast of an album. I cannot tell you how much I love this, and I can't wait till it's out to see what everyone else thinks. For me, I don't really listen to that many albums in full. It's very, very rare, but it's something I'm going to try to do a little bit more moving forward. But this is probably going to be one of my favourite albums of the year. The other, I think the last album I heard this year, was it the Make Them Suffer album? Was that this year? I can't remember. I can't remember when it was. As you can see, I don't listen to albums very often. But I thought it was absolutely amazing. So thank you very much to the band for giving me the early access. To everyone out there on Patreon, thank you very much for all your support. Obviously, you guys will get to see the full video of this. It'll just be the highlights reel, which will be going out on YouTube. So I hope you have all enjoyed it. Do let me know. Let me know your thoughts down below. And if you're watching this, you must be a fan of Ghostseeker. But if you're not following them on all their socials, please do so. Please do go and do that. But thank you very much for joining me today. It's been great to start on the album reactions, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers, guys.